In Korea, men with full body tattoos are highly respected because the larger the tattoo, the higher the status. It's the same in Japan. This tattooed man is the youngest gang leader in Japan, only 19 years old, and already rules the territory. Even the local police don't dare to touch him. His name is Ching-long. A year ago, he was just a nobody with white hair. His father was also in the gang. The story begins with his father's portrait hanging on the wall. One day, Ching-long was strolling down the street with friends when he saw someone selling flour. Pretending to buy, he suddenly attacked the seller, intending to rob him. After getting the money, they planned a feast for the night. Suddenly, a friend picked up a bag of flour, but Ching-long snatched it and threw it into the sea. Money is fine, but no touching flour. Then they went to a familiar restaurant. Not long after, another gang leader named Yamamura arrived. They sat across from each other, staring for a while. Suddenly, a group of people came to kill the opposing gang leader. Ching-long remained calm. As the man was about to kill the leader, Ching-long grabbed a frying pan and killed him. The gang leader was shocked. Ching-long dropped the pan, and his followers quickly fled with him. The next day, Yamamura's men found Ching-long and took him to the gang. The leader wanted Ching-long to join, but he refused. Yamamura gave him a business card, telling him to think it over. Suddenly, a brother called, telling him to run. Ching-long was chased by a group seeking revenge for the stolen flour. Soon, Ching-long and his friends were caught, and the opposing gang leader appeared. His name was Tianye. He wanted Ching-long to pay for the flour, but Ching-long was broke, let alone afford expensive flour. No money? I'll sell you abroad. Young organs are valuable overseas. As they were about to board a ship, they found Yamamura's card on Ching-long. Tianye thought Ching-long was with Yamamura, but Ching-long denied being in a gang. Tianye's gang is allied with Yamamura's, so they called to confirm. Soon, Yamamura's men took Ching-long home. Ching-long met Yamamura, who asked, "Do you have anywhere to go?" This moved Ching-long to tears, as he lacked fatherly love. His father had recently passed. Ching-long's status rose, joining Yamamura's gang and becoming his sworn brother. A year later, Ching-long changed his hairstyle. He returned to the familiar restaurant and gave the owner's son some money. The kid wasn't simple, he'd appear later. Suddenly, Ching-long got a call about trouble on his turf. He went to his hotel, where Tianye's gang demanded territory. After talking, they were about to leave. Ching-long, getting angrier, smashed a bottle on their heads and taught their followers a lesson. Afterward, a waitress bandaged him. Ching-long seemed to like her. Her name was Xiaomei. Ching-long asked her out. He learned Xiaomei was a student, only performing, not selling herself, working at the hotel for tuition. This made Ching-long like her more. Meanwhile, Tianye demanded Yamamura give up territory, or it would be hard to pass. For Ching-long, Yamamura turned against them, ready to fight. Tianye was furious. Never mess with gangsters, they always seek revenge. Even gods can't stop them. A gang car was driving when two men attacked with gunfire. Ching-long protected the leader, but the driver wasn't so lucky and got shot. After ensuring the leader was safe, Ching-long chased the attackers but lost them. His brother died in the car, leaving Ching-long devastated. The gang held a funeral, and Ching-long was hospitalized. Yamamura asked the higher-ups for revenge, but they refused, saying to let the police handle it. Yamamura visited Ching-long in the hospital, explaining the situation and saying to leave it to the police. But Ching-long wouldn't listen, wanting to avenge his brother. The leader still refused. That night, Tianye's men went to a hotel, and Ching-long, with an injured leg, followed. As he was about to avenge his brother, someone else killed the enemy first. It was their second in command. Ching-long took the blame, telling him to run. Ching-long stabbed the body a few more times and fled. When Tianye arrived, his men were dead, and the killer was gone. Ching-long went to Xiaomei's house, where she wanted to clean his wounds, but Ching-long had other thoughts. That night, their relationship deepened. Ching-long successfully removed his master. The next day, Ching-long returned to the gang. Yamamura was proud but also sad. The police arrived, and Ching-long was taken away. He silently looked at the second in command, signaling him to take care of the gang and his godfather. Ching-long's arrest video quickly went viral on a movie account, making headlines in Japan. Xiaomei was heartbroken, and everyone who knew Ching-long saw it. Ching-long was sentenced to over 10 years in prison. 14 years later, he was released. The second in command picked him up for a feast, but the leader only drank a glass of wine and left. Ching-long was confused. His brothers told him the leader had terminal cancer. This wasn't the worst. After Ching-long's imprisonment, the gang reformed, many left, and their territory was taken. Ching-long asked how they made money. They illegally fished for shrimp to survive. refusing to work regular jobs. They couldn't imagine working regular jobs, so they lived like this. Qinglong wandered the streets, lost. The restaurant owner saw him and was happy. She said Qinglong's friend worked there. This friend had left the gang and had a daughter. Qinglong learned from his brother that ex-gang members couldn't work for 5 years, had no bank accounts, insurance, or homes. After 5 years, society would accept them. After eating, Qinglong wanted to pay, but his brother insisted. Qinglong didn't understand. After paying, his brother left quickly. Qinglong asked why. His brother said if seen with Qinglong, he'd be treated as a criminal and lose his hard-earned job. After speaking, he ran like he'd seen a ghost. Qinglong sat sadly, comforted by the restaurant owner. He drank, and a white-haired man familiar with Qinglong appeared. Qinglong didn't recognize him, and said he was Xiaoshe, the kid Qinglong gave money to 14 years ago. Xiaoshe had grown up, resembling Qinglong, even his hairstyle. Xiaoshe explained the gang's old ways couldn't work publicly anymore. They ran clubs instead. At the club, someone caused trouble. Xiaoshe resolved it with a few words. He said he always admired Qinglong. After Qinglong's imprisonment, Xiaoshe grew up doing dirty work for the gang. Qinglong asked what dirty work, but Xiaoshe didn't say. Back at the gang, the leader needed hospitalization. Everyone had to pay 10,000. Qinglong gave over 100,000. He asked the second in command about their dirty work. It was selling flour. Fishing for shrimp didn't earn much. At a location, Qinglong fought the second in command but ultimately accepted reality. Qinglong didn't blame him. People need to live. A brother called, and Qinglong found the woman he loved. After prison, Xiaomei had changed her number. They finally met after 14 years. Xiaomei told him not to meet again. Qinglong didn't understand. Xiaomei revealed she had a daughter, Qinglong's daughter, but wouldn't tell her father was a gangster. She left. Qinglong was shocked by the impact of his imprisonment. Meanwhile, Xiaoshe was dealing with Tianye. His tone annoyed Tianye, who left. Tianye said Xiaoshe resembled his father, hoping he wouldn't meet the same fate. Xiaoshe asked what he meant, but Tianye didn't say. After investigating, Xiaoshe learned Tianye killed his father, the driver from years ago. Meanwhile, Qinglong's efforts reunited his family, but he didn't reveal himself to his daughter. With friends' help, Qinglong found a job. A co-worker knew Qinglong's past, took a photo, and posted it online. It quickly went viral. Xiaomei was fired because her daughter's father was a gangster. Qinglong's friend was beaten for posting the photo, and they all lost their jobs. The friend returned home to find his wife and child had left. And Xiaomei scolded him for his actions. Qinglong was alone again. He went to the restaurant owner to drink. Xiaoshe told Qinglong he found his father's killer. Xiaoshe wanted revenge. Qinglong told him to take care of his mother. Then he went to the hospital, where his godfather had died. He had nothing left. Qinglong left a message for Xiaomei, wanting to see her and his daughter one last time. After speaking, he went to a place and killed Tianye's men. Xiaoshe was on his way to avenge his father but found his father's killer already dead by Qinglong's hands. Qinglong went to a place to wait for Xiaomei, but his brother arrived instead, with a knife in Qinglong's stomach. The brother blamed Qinglong for everything, but Qinglong didn't blame him. Then Qinglong fell into the sea, dying forever. Every year on this day, Xiaoshe visits Qinglong's resting place. Qinglong's daughter also comes, wanting to know her father's story. Xiaoshe tells her the tale. The movie ends here. In conclusion, the film teaches that in life, you must repay your debts. It aims to educate future generations to always be good people, or regret will come too late.